Good evening, everyone. Give me 1 second. Let me put these earphones on for just 1 second. I meant to do that before I went live, and I just not do it. I'm definitely hoping everyone is able to hear. Definitely hoping that everyone is able to hear this evening. And this is Chris Allen going live on the I.O.M, the issues of men. Will be boldly approach topics that men are experiencing, but not always willing to admit or address openly. And before I get into tonight's discussion topic, which is I am not him, I want to share a couple things with y'all. Um, some things I haven't really done in a long time, I would definitely say. And one of those things that I haven't done is a friend of mine had introduced me to this bourbon right here. It's called Four Roses, which is pretty good. They have single barrel and some other types. This is 1888, which is pretty good. Um, very smooth. If you never had it before, it's very smooth. Um, not as good as oh, what is that man's name? I can't think of it, but I'll have it on the show one time just to show you all what type of bourbon it is, what brand it is. And I also wanted to introduce y'all to a good friend of mine, Theodis Joe. He has some shot glasses, if you can see right here. I had ordered for when the fellas do come through or come over, I got 6 glasses, 6 shot glasses, and very amazing, very pretty good. So these are it. They are 6 for $30. Go to theodisjoe.com and he will, definitely be able to ship you. He has those in different colors as well. Um, so with that being said, let me go ahead and jump into tonight's topic. I don't know if anyone could actually hear me, so I'm going to do a mic check first. I'm going to do a mic check, and then I'm going to go ahead and jump into it. Can you hear me, brother? Okay. So it looks like everybody's able to hear me at this point in time. Um, my other co-host for Storm Talk Radio 365, I was not able to come on with me this evening. So tonight I'm solo, and we're about to go ahead and get into it. So the first thing that I do want to say is, again, this is that topic that is very controversial. A lot of men and women do not want to deal with the fact that she is not her, the person that broke your heart. I'm not him. I'm not the guy that broke your heart, or the past relationships that you chose that were not what you expected them to be. And so we're about to get into this. And ladies, I mean, just to be frank and just to be honest, I know for some really good dudes, some good men out there, right? We it's very frustrating for us because we're usually the one getting all the kickback. The ones who are, want to treat you like a queen, treat you like the woman you're supposed to be treated. But for whatever reason, we put forth our best effort. We pursue you, show you our best, give you our best, and you turn around and give us your tail to kiss, or what we do is not good enough, what we do is wrong. Uh, you push us away. Um, and things just can, whether we try to prove we're trustworthy, that we care, you just continuously push us away. So, um, fellas, do we walk away or do we keep trying? And most men, we are persistent, straight up and down. We want what we want. We're persistent, so we're not exactly going to give up that easy. But I'm just saying, like, when is a good time to go ahead and stop all this? When is a good time to stop pursuing somebody who's giving you their tail to kiss, or what you're doing is not good enough. Um, just treating you like you did something wrong to them, and you didn't do anything to them, right? Um, Give me 1 second. Yeah, I definitely need to see what these comments are right now. I got a double screen up, but for whatever reason, oh, I know what it is. And as much as I type, I hate spelling things wrong or doing something wrong. You know what I'm saying? I definitely do. But it comes with the territory. I'm definitely trying to do my best not to actually, spell things wrong in the chat. Sometimes I use slang, so it is what it is, family. Um, but let me get back on topic here. I was looking for there's normally uh, some things that come up here when I go live, and I think this is one of the reasons why I was looking to not go live. Okay, all right, this is cool. And just start using the streaming platforms, whether that's Zoom, uh, StreamYard, one of those, But, I know just to connect on this channel until I do finish, getting all the credentials for StreamYard, um, just going to suffer through this and do what it do. But I'm going to put back in the chat box here really quick. And those who are viewing, I just want y'all to answer this for me, or later on when you have the opportunity to view the video. Um, how long should a man continue to try and prove his worthiness to a woman that pushes you away based on her past? I just put that way. I'm pretty sure that they'll see that and get that. Um, so I'm just saying, how long can you continue to try to prove your worthiness to her? And to be honest, ladies, listen. I know we understand. We definitely understand that you are going through things. Um, you know, but to a certain point, if we're showing you everything that you need to see, it's time to roll, it's time to rock with it. You know what I mean? I mean, it's just what it is. Um, but again, when y'all do this, when y'all have that syndrome and y'all put it on us, I'm not him and I'm doing well. Um, it's in my opinion, this is just y'all acting out on somebody else. You're displacing what you're feeling or what you're going through on someone else. Good evening. And whether it's fair or not, it's not, but it's relative. It's very relative. Very relative. Because again, you're the one who, at the end of the day, has to deal with yourself if we disappoint you, if we don't live up to your expectations, um, if, if we don't follow through what we should be doing and what we need to do. Again, you're the one that has to live with the disappointment and things of that nature. So, again, I'm going to say that we do understand. Um, but in my opinion, it's all about coping. It's a coping mechanism that is used um, just to keep a person at bay or continue. It's an excuse to continue to act the way you want to act, feel the way you want to feel. And it's quite, I mean, to be quite honest, you can feel the way you want to. Again, that's your choice. And you're going to have to move and go through it. But you don't have the right to treat me any kind of way because you're going through those feelings. I'm not him. I do understand that a lot of times, you know, you push men away a lot of times too is because um, that feeling of vulnerability, that feeling of not being in control, not controlling yourself, controlling how you feel. Um, it is a scary feeling sometimes, but with the, choosing of the right person, after you have time to sit back and heal and get yourself together, it's a great feeling to be vulnerable, to be able to share um, your emotions, how you're feeling with somebody, being able to share with somebody your whole being, being able for somebody to know who you are, your good days, your bad days, all of it, and not have to have any type of repercussions or any type of consequence or kickback for it, and vice versa. So I'm just speaking on both ends as far as that's concerned. Um, Another reason that I do know that we talk about I'm not him. I know, fellas, a lot of times, sometimes women need to feel secure, right? In a lot of areas in their lives, whether they are secure or insecure themselves, there's still an element in that relationship that we need to be able to make them feel secure, right? We need to give them some assurances. Um, and those assurances happen over a period of time. It doesn't happen overnight. You can't expect certain things to take place, but they need to have that reassurance, um, that we're going to be there for them. Um, and Miss B said in the chat that if they require you to prove worthiness, you are worth more than they will ever accept. And that is true. Um, I do know that they say that some things are worth fighting for. Maybe they are, maybe they're not. That remains to be seen. But I would say that's absolutely a true statement. I've been there in many situations or relationships in my past, just dating or get to know someone. Um, this B says, no, they need professional help. Yeah, that too. They need some counseling, somebody to talk to, somebody to get them to come out of that space. But definitely, I just think as men and women, sometimes we try to prove ourselves to people who are hurt, they're broken, um, and there's no way that you're going to be able to um, mend or even bridge that gap or even cross the other side of the bridge with them as far as certain things are concerned. So it's like you're fighting an uphill battle that you're never going to win. As close as you get up there, closest you get, you put your hand on the top. They're gonna stomp your hand out before you get up there, and you're gonna come tumbling down. So just be worthy of. I mean, be mindful of that. So one of the chat says you'll be broken trying to deal with that situation, and I've been there many times myself. As soon as I get myself feeling good, I'm out pursuing a relationship or trying to get to know someone, and with me taking on the weight of their stuff and me carrying my own bags, it became too much to bear. You can't do both. And I'm not saying that one or the other in a relationship needs to not have that, but the reality of it is that all we're gonna have some bag that we're carrying at some junction in the relationship. And yes, it is sad, but again, we must continue to move forward. We must support each other in places to build that foundation so that we'll be able to heal. We can drop those bags off and feel good about each other and run and go play, do whatever we want to do together. Um, So the next thing that I want to say is, I'm going to say acceptance, right? Self acceptance, be who you are, deal with who you are, where you are. Um, but it's very hard for other people sometimes to accept who you are. I've been in situations where they was like, you're too good for me, or you're too whatever excuses they wanted to give. It's something that they felt within themselves. Uh, a reflection they might have needed and wanted the qualities that you have. They wanted to accept them, but they weren't ready to accept them from you at that particular time. So, um, but it's very important to try at least to accept the person where they are. Um, and that's very difficult too at times. But we have to do what we have to do. I'm not him. Fall into the situations too where childhood traumas. We talk about insecurities. I know one for myself. Abandonment issues. I had them. So initially, with me not really knowing how to navigate, I didn't really know myself. Not for sure what I wanted, but I knew um, by nature, you seek and you pursue relationships. And having that abandonment issue, I was seeking companionship, excuse me, seeking relationships from the wrong places, from wrong people. I took on all challenges. It was there's the house song back in the day. Show me love. I was looking for love and things in the wrong places, and continuously being hurt by those things. So um, that's something that we have to recognize. When we're dating and getting to know someone or pursuing someone, recognize some of those signs. But you have to look and to tell her, I'm not him. Um, there was this thing that I've experienced too, where women just straight out punish you, for something that someone else did. Punishing you for things, bags that they're carrying. They're punishing you for everything someone else did. I'm not him. I didn't do this to you. Okay. Um, I've gotten kind of mixed up in a circumstances situation where I personally um, try to teach people lessons, right? When I say lessons, I'm not going to necessarily say vindictive all the time, but I try to do something, whether it was positive or whether it was negative, to um, try to show and teach them something. Um, as if you do this to me, I'm going to do this to you, or show them a positive aspect, like you made me feel X, Y, and Z doing that, or just try to talk to them in regards to that. And um, 9 times out of 10, if you don't have a mature, reasonable person in your life, they're not going to understand what you're saying and what you're doing. They just know that they're not taking any accountability for their part and what they played in the whole situation. But they're going to look at you or blame you, point the finger at you, um, for just even having a discussion or feeling like you need to get back at them. You know what I'm saying? So definitely check, um, you have to continue to say, I'm not him. Um, Women also say, oh, use the excuse that all men are the same. Are we? I don't think so. Good evening, James. Thanks for joining. Thanks for joining me this evening. I'm just typing this in the chat box real quick. But that's just the way it goes. Is it? Oh, we're all the same, but you can't. You're dealing with us, and we are the same. But you can't really live without us. You know what I'm saying? So um, can't use that excuse. Y'all can check that out. Check it out. Be going with it. we're all the same. That sounds like some type of slur, some type of WS slur or something like that. Or you all look the same. No, go ahead with that, y'all. Go ahead with that, ladies. Um, we all experience too, whether we've been in, we just get to know somebody, long-term relationships, things of that nature. We all do get scared sometimes. You know, we don't want to get hurt again. And sometimes it's too soon to get back in relationships, whether you just seeing somebody short term or long term or whatever that may be. Sometimes it's just too soon. It's too sensitive. And you have to take that time to sit yourself down and be like, look, I don't need anything else. You know, I just need a friend. I need somebody to talk to, X, Y, and Z. Set your boundaries when you're in that place of vulnerability, um, you know, things of that nature. So, again, um, ladies, fellas, tell them, I'm not him. Show them. And one of my favorite sayings is, I can show you better than I can tell you. And I stand on that and I live by that. I can show you better than I can tell you. So just show them. Um, when they say it was also say, I am not him. Sometimes I've been ghosted, straight up ghosted. Like somebody you spent significant time, like for weeks, for a couple months. You spent all your time together. And from that point, one day, nothing. You receive no call, no texts, no anything from the person. And again, that's a terrible place to be in, knowing that you were beginning and you're getting so close to the person, and that person has disappeared on you, ghosting. Um, and that has happened. That's happened frequently in my life, and I would just say that that's an awful thing to experience. So I'm just, I'm going to tell ladies, I am not him. That's the topic of tonight's subject. I'm not him. Um, Miss B said a little bit earlier that we talked about hurt people, and that's an absolute fact. I mean, if you're dealing with somebody who um, has gone through many things in their life, their traumas, going through whether that be divorces or just can't hold on to a man or just whatever that may be, um, you have to give them some time. Back off of them. Don't pursue too hard. Um, and again, like I said, previously, sometimes it's just better just to be their friend. Console, talk to them. Don't console them, because if you console them, um, uh, how you start is how you end it. So if you try to start this relationship and on a physical manner, a physical aspect, um, it's not going to end well, especially with somebody who's in that vulnerable place. Um, and sometimes, some women just feel like, you know, no relationship right now is worth it. It's just not worth it. I'm going to be single all my life. For the remainder of my life, I'm going to be single. I'm going to do what I want to do. But again, that's somebody who's trying to be controlling of or self-manage their emotions, their feelings, their body, their minds, the whole gambit. But again, that's still mismanagement, because now it's like you are intently and purposely being divisive. And when you get too close to somebody, you plan on with the intent of dismissing or hurting somebody, or not having them around, knowing that there's a high possibility or chance that that person's going to get close to you. So you have to watch things like that. But again, I'm going to say, I am not him. Um, and I know some women, I know it's bad to say, it's terrible to say, right, family? It's terrible to say that. Um, Men do it. So obviously I know that women do the same. You may be looking for a certain caliber person. You might be looking for somebody with some type of stature, status in the community. You might be looking for somebody with a six-figure paying job. You might like to ride in Mercedes Benzes, or you might like to ride in Genesis. You might like to ride in Audis, whatever that may be, whatever her flavor is. Um, she's looking for that kind of person, or that type of guy, material. But definitely something beyond who you are or what you have right now, what you're capable of getting. And you're just something to do. You're just something to do. Um, I mean, sad to say, but it's the truth. You're just something to do at this point in time. And that's still um, dismissing me. That's being dismissive. That's disrespecting me because I'm not him. If I'm not him, don't lead me to believe that I'm him and have me around, um, and not move. I mean, we all have a choice, but not to move along with me. Does that make sense? Um, Again, I would say I just feel like that is that's crazy. But it happens all the time. So that's another situation where she is not her. She's not what I want, or I'm not him. I'm not what she. Um, I'm what she needs right now, but she's not planning on keeping me. She's going to discard me like a piece of trash. Um, a lot of us too. A lot of us get into our heads. We don't know whether, we have emotions, we have a heart, um, we have spirit. So you have your mind, which is trying to direct you and tell you how and what to do, where to go, controlling your physical, your body. You have your heart, which is the emotional center or aspect of you that is like, wow, I have that love and that attraction for somebody, uh, and then you have the spiritual aspect where you have that discernment. And a lot of us don't know who or what to listen to. Your spirit be telling you, mm-mm, don't do it. Don't get into that. She doesn't have your best intent in mind. Your physical nature is saying, wow, he's fine. She's fine. Um, they seem like a pretty good person. Um, I'm very attracted to that person. Chemistry as well. So I'm gonna sample that. I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna get a taste of the buffet. I'm gonna get on the buffet line or whatever that is. I'm gonna do. I want that. And whereas though, um, your mind is like, oh yeah, um, I don't know, looks too good to be true. Uh, Not sure about that. You know what happened the last time, and things of that nature. So you're dealing with these things where we're not really using our natural discernment, and we're getting in our situations where um, we're throwing ourselves out to the wolves. And after we do that, we're still expecting to get something out of it. Like there's a reward system for it. You have to take things for what it is. If you decide that you want to get into that water, that the water's too hot, get out. But you can't blame the water for being hot. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. I mean, you can't blame the water for being hot. That's nature. But when you step up and do the next thing, it's again, it can be very hurtful because you're expecting. Your mind can be expecting, um, or having your program, a thing that you really, really want out of somebody. You are expecting something in return, and you may not get it. And sometimes we have those expectations that are not met. Um, Again, we'll get hurt, but we're not just hurt mentally, we're hurt emotionally, and we're hurt emotionally, spiritually. So we're hurt in different areas. And again, that's just a situation um, of being used sometimes. You need what you need, but you can't have any expectations with it. Get what you get. I am not him. She's not her. Um, and another reasons why I do understand that women push men away too is that by nature, women are naturally they're loving, right? Um, there's a certain type of connection. Uh, there's a lot with this family. When you talk about women in general, women and men on separate tiers. They say men are from Mars, women are from Venus. Um, Not for sure if that's entirely 100% true on that basis, but we do see things differently, feel things differently, and our process is different. When we get into friendships and relationships, it's just who we are. Our makeup is different, and how we see things and process things. So um, a lot of times, loving somebody or liking somebody, we would like to pursue that or get us to be closer. And it could end up in another situation where, so again, it was like, um, because you like somebody, you don't know how they really feel because you're not communicating back and forth to one another properly, or someone has a different intent than what they're communicating. Um, that's terrible within itself because you're not being honest, you're not being truthful with the other person. And I feel like you definitely should be, whether you lose that person or not. I feel like you should be speaking and telling the truth at most of the time, 100% of the time. But I'm just giving the leeway because a lot of people, I say they're 70%. And so, with that being said, love and liking someone does hurt. And again, that's still placing your place of vulnerability because you're opening yourself up. You're opening your spirit. You're opening up your, I would just say your soul. You're opening up a lot of things to someone else that you want them to take care of that. You want them to hold that just as dear as you do, you know, just as dear as you would do them. And a lot of times that does bring forth issues and problems. And it comes to a situation where it's like you push me away for something that you really want, but you're not ready for, or you don't know what my expectations are. You don't know where I'm really coming from. You just like what I see. You like my material. You like what I have. Um, I might just be in a better position to you. You want to be in and around that, but um, am I really good for you? Are you really good for me? And I see that happening a lot um, in relationships. And it goes back to the situation. You push us away, and here goes I'm not him. I'm not. I would just say that sometimes you were him. I might remind you of someone else. I might remind you of a mere reflection of yourself. Deep down inside, you're like, oh, I can't deal with this. If he's like me, ooh, that's gonna be too much for me to handle, or vice versa. So a lot of these things do come into play. We're talking about I am not him, she is not her, and we have to really take those things into account as we move forward in situations, relationships, situationships, or whatever that may be. Keep it 100. Um, and with that being said, This is not gonna be a long episode tonight. Um, Next week's information. I'm sorry. Next week's episode is we're going to talk about avoidance. Um, Men and women trying to stay out the way, thinking that they are not being seen, or um, they feel if they stay out the way of people, they feel they stay out the way of certain things in relationships. They feel as though if they don't address something, that it's going to go away, that it's going to miraculously be fixed by avoiding a situation, by avoiding communication, by avoiding um, serious aspects in your life that need to be addressed. And you might not be there. You don't have the fortitude to be able to address those things right now, but it is a must. So avoidance is not the answer, mostly to anything. It's not the answer because anything that you don't address is going to address you sooner or later. So with that being said, if you would like to provide a topic for the show or become a guest on the show, please contact me at theissuesofmen@gmail.com. Just put a short blurb in the text box of your email, and put information in the subject line. Send it to me. I'll contact you and see if we can get you on the show, or be able to talk about the issue or topic that we can discuss together, or vice versa. If you'd like to donate and support the show, again, you can cash at $Ascension Services. Ascension Services. That's ASCENSION Services. SERBICES. Ascension Services on Cash App. Every donation is appreciated. It's definitely helping to build and grow the platform. You'll see some different things coming soon. Okay, let me see. Okay, Kia said, can you do a topic on why so many men are reluctant to enter into committed relationships? Absolutely. So what I can do is, after this next relationship, we can definitely discuss that. And that is a very deep subject. I was getting ready to say something in regards to that, but I'm going to hold it till that day, Kia. So I'm definitely going to take that down. Next week, we're going to talk about avoidance. But then the following week, if you would like to come on the platform as well to speak and talk with me in regards to that, I would definitely enjoy it. Would love to have you. We can go ahead and knock that out. If you'd like to find all the episodes of Issues of Men, please subscribe to my YouTube page. Check out the videos, like the videos that you like, leave comments, something in the video that you might not have agreed with, something in the video that you agreed with, something that you can put in the chat box, or you can go back and watch the videos here. But definitely go and subscribe on my YouTube page, the Issues of Men YouTube channel, and that'll be awesome. I'm trying to grow the channel for some endeavors and some things that I have grown for next year. So I definitely appreciate your support on that. Also, I'm on Storm Talk 365 radio platform to support that platform. That's $Storm Talk, Storm Talk, STORM TALK. And so with that being said, family, look, keep your head up, stay safe out there, and definitely, I'm not saying keep your antennas up, but definitely use your discernment when we talk about relationships. Become the kings and queens sleeping inside us. So with that being said, family, I am out. I love y'all. I'll see y'all next week, 7 p.m. The Issues of Men.